Pretty certain we might have got some people from home as well joining us live. Absolutely love that shot of the aquatic centre, the diving boards just at the back. As everyone at home can see, Ledge is positioned in the pool. All right then, so once again a very good afternoon. We are pretty much ready to go, but we need some swimmers first. That would be a great idea. So we can get some swimmers, they can make their way out onto the pool deck, hopefully. Maybe they've been enjoying the dinner time as well. Who knows? Again, if we can get some swimmers from help of marshalling, then we'll get underway as soon as we can. As we said, this afternoon we'll be starting with the females 50 backstroke, then it'll be the open males 50 breast, females 50 fly, and then I can take a breath as we move on to the open males 400 IM. Okay, so this will be event 201, the female 50 metre backstroke. There will be 2 heats of this event, and we'll start at heat number 1. Yeah, so once again, very good afternoon and welcome to everybody watching on YouTube as we go again, session 2B. Start off with the females 50 backstroke. In heat 1, lane 2 is Neve Whittaker, lane 3 is Olivia Hugfield, in lane 4 is Marina Ambrosio, 5 is Olivia Koska, 6 is Scarlett Rose Foss. Everybody enters on 35 points. And at the moment, it looks like it's going to be the Manchester sweat. That's Marina, lane number 4. Let's have a little look at the time. She will register 34.48. Olivia was at 35.14. And running off your top 3 was Olivia Koska at 35.50. Heat 2. In lane 2 is Ellen Jones, 3 is Amber Fortune, 4 is Isabella Bonfield, 5 Robin Sally, 6 is Isabella Grimbleston, and in 8 is Charlotte Hughes. A mixture of entries from 33s and 34s. As a reminder, at the end of each event, we will then finally get the finals list produced. Of course, we had heats this morning, so the computers will do their thing, find out the top 8 plus 2 reserves. And they'll be published on the live results system. Who gets to the wall first this time? Robin Salis, 33.33. Amber Fortune, 33.78. And Isabella Bonfield, 34.24. And that's confirmed. Let's move on. Event 202, the open male 50 metre breaststroke. There are 3 heats of this event. Heat 1. In lane 1, Gillian Cassidy. In 2, Henry Hodgkinson. 3 is Vernon Samra. 4 is Mika Noah Schrank. 5, Michael Pajanto. 6 is Anton Stark. 7, Victor Bradley Howell. 8 is Georgie Temishen. Entry times 36s, 37s. A couple of these gentlemen were actually in the morning heats. It's all backing up, and in fact, some of these gentlemen were swimming last night as well. So it's been a busy weekend for some already. Vernon in lane 3 looks to have the advantage. He's going to get there first this time. 35.21. Mika Noah Schrank was at 35.84, and then Henry Hodgkinson 36.53. Heat number 2. In lane 1 is Danielle Baffy. 2 is Valentine Victor. In 3 is Richard Lee. 4 is Ollie Maud. 5 is Peter Nightingale. 6 is Luke Russells. And 8 is Matthew Johnson. Again, 35s and 36s. Ages from 14 to 17 in this one. Lanes 3 and 4 looking to lead the way at the moment. It is close. 5 swimmers, pretty much all in a line. Let's have a little look as we switch to the camera angle as they come into the wall. It's going to be close, this one. And it is Richard Lee, 35.51. Ollie Maud, 35.59. And Valentine Victor was at 35.75. Final heat of this event, heat 3. was all about the finish for Richard Lee there in that last heat. Got it bang on and got him the win by 8/100ths of a second. In the final heat of this event, lane 1 Jamie Wheatman, lane 2 is Yazine El Sobki, in 3 is Blake Herbert, 4 Joey Standard, 5 Isaac Chung, 6 Samuel Khan, in 7 is Benji Wall, and 8 is Oliver Carter. Again, entry times are 34s and 35s and ages from 15 to 18. Already into the final 7 or 8 metres. Possibly lane 3 again. No, it is lane 3 as we switch to the angle, so I can have a little look. He gets there in a time of 33.33, does Blake Herbert. Joey Standard 34.29, and then it was Benji Wall 34.33. That is confirmed. This is event 203, females 50 metre butterfly. There are 4 heats of this event. Heat 1. In lane 3 is Connie Carl, in 4 is Iris Burkitt, 5 is Neve Connolly, and in lane 6 is Maisie Summers-Newton. Entry times 34s to 38s. As I mentioned the Paris runners earlier on, well, Maisie Summers-Newton, he said she did the double-double in Paris, retaining her championships and her titles in the 200 IM and the 100 breast in the S6 category. At the moment, as you can see, our 2 swimmers in lanes 3 and 4, Connie Carl, Iris Burkitt. They lead the way for us. They'll stop the clock at 33.42 for Connie, Iris Burkitt 33.5. Neve Connolly was at 37.08. Maisie Summers-Newton touches the ball in 39.72. We move on to Heat 2. In lane 1 is Koi So, in 2 is Scarlett Fagan, in 3 we've got Eleanor Fothergill, in lane 5 we've got Amelia Finney, in 7 Olivia Heathfield, and 8 is Ella Hewitt. Entry times are 33s and 34s. Lane number 8, Ella Hewitt of Prescott, outside burner possibly, and she is 32.82. Scarlett Fagan 32.85 and Koi So 33.09 are your provisional top 3. That's confirmed. This is Heat 3. In lane 2 is Lena Kahida, 3 is Story Smith, 4 is Neve Khan, 5 is Zara Holt, 6 is Miriam Ambrosio, 7 Scarlett Rose Foss, and 8 is Charlotte Hughes. So many of these swimmers have just come straight from the 50 bike. Out the pool, round the pool and back in again. So let's see what they can do. Big efforts from our swimmers at the moment. The Trafford Metro swimmer in lane 2 looks likely, although Zara Holt is coming through in 5. Actually now I can see that she is going to get in there first. Zara Holt 32.15, Story Smith 32.46 and Neve Khan 32.50. We move on to the final heat of this event, Heat 4. Coaches, team managers and swimmers, once again another quick reminder, please do not walk in front of the officials, the starting area, at any point in the meet. If you need to go to marshalling and you're over this side of the pool, unfortunately you'll have to walk all the way around, okay? So once again, please do not walk in front of the officials at any point. Lane 1 is Lily, 2 is Charlotte, 3 Amber, 4 Isabella, 5 is Sophie Whittle, 6 is Lily, 7 Imogen and 8 is Sophie Willits. Who gets to the wall first? Well, it is Sophie Whittles, 32.22, followed by Lily Tipping, 32.57, and then it was Sophie Willits at 32.83. And that is confirmed. All right, I told you it was going to be quick, didn't I? We move on to event 204, the open male 400 metres individual medley. There are 3 heats of this event. Heat 1. I'm saying that, I'm getting too quick. We need to let the officials get back up to the start, don't we? So, as I mentioned earlier on, at the end of each event, you will find on the live result system that those final sheets will start to be produced. Once they are, of course, there is a half an hour, 30 minutes to withdraw from the finals. Of course, that will give any of the reserves the chance to move in. So, again, keep an eye on them for us. And if swimmers decide that they are not going to take part in finals, please get that information in next up to the time this week as quickly as possible. As I said, 30-minute time limit on that. Alright, I think I'm pretty much ready to go. I'll not leave my mate hanging around at lane number 4 for too long. Bit of a lonely place by yourself. We move on to event 204, the open male 400 metres individual medley. There are 3 heats of this event. This will be heat number 1. All right, well, off we go. As you can see, lane number 4 from City of Leicester is Mason Trainer. 400 IM at the best of times. It is a difficult event to do. In a pool all by yourself? Well, let's see what happens. As I said, hopefully he won't put Mason off and he does the job he needs to. Looks like he's got his teammates down the bottom of the pool cheering him on there as well at the scoreboard end. Entry time for Mason was at 5:23.40. Just whilst I've got a second as well, coaches, team managers, if you can start to send your swimmers for event 205, females 100 freestyle towards marshalling as well, please. Well, 50 metres, like I said, he went on his 50 metre turn for his fly, was at 32.28. As you can see, into his back he goes, 1:11.04 through that 100 metres fly. So it said this level 1 meet is in those qualifying windows for British home nations as well as the Irish Summer Nationals as well. Where do they all take place? Well, the Aquatics GB Next Generation Champs, 19th to the 25th of July at Ponsforge. Swim England's National Summer Meet is the 29th of July till the 3rd of August. Again over in the City of Steel, in Sheffield at Ponsforge. The Scottish Summer Meet, well, that's the 10th of July to the 13th up at the Aberdeen Aquatic Centre. The Welsh Summer Meet, 30th of July till the 3rd of August. The National Pool down in Swansea. And for the Irish Summer Nationals, well, the 10th to the 13th of July in Limerick. Of course, before all of them, we've got the British Champs taking place, the Olympic Pool in London between the 15th and 20th of April, as well as the Irish Open Championships, which take place at Sport Islands National Aquatic Centre in Dublin That's the 12th to the 16th of April. Big congrats to anyone who has qualified for either the British Champs or the Irish Open Champs. Fantastic achievement. As you can see, I hope all friends and family, whether they be here in the pool or at home watching the stream right now, because Mason Trainer's got it solely all for himself. No matter what time he gets, put this in the highlight reel. He's only 12, is Mason. I was going to say, at some point he'll be able to use this for his GCSE PE, but it'll be a while off yet. Well, off he goes, does Mason at the turn, 4 minutes 11.82, I think that was. As I said, as a reminder, entry time of 5:23. As I said, big effort this, all by himself. No one to push yourself against. Just got to get your head right. Make sure your preparation's been good and try and execute it to the best of your abilities. And as he turns to home, he turns in 4:48.75. "25 metres to go then for Mason in heat number 1. Can he get himself underneath that entry time of 5:23? It's going to be close. Maybe just a little bit outside, but still a fantastic swim under the circumstances. Into the wall, Mason Trainer of City of Leicester comes. He'll stop the clock at 5 minutes 26.21. And that is confirmed. So we'll move straight on to heat 2. As I said, this is heat 2 of 3. In lane 1 from Workington, Zachary Flitton. 2 from City of Leicester, Oliver Davis. 3 from Wirral Metro is Daniel French. In 4 from Northampton is David Bylowski. In 5 from City of Leicester is James Nightingale. 6 from City of Leicester is George Howard. And 7 from Rotherham Metro is Edward Rose. Entry times 5 minutes 20 to 5:23. We said we did 1 or 2 little shout outs yesterday. We've got another one today, and that's a happy birthday to the man, the myth, the legend, Matt Turner. Turns 47, maybe 42, we'll see. Happy birthday to you, Matt. I thought they were talking about your waist size. Anyway, as we said, big happy birthday to the City of Manchester coach, Matt Turner. In a moment, after the butterfly, it is lane number 4 who leads the way. Gone out in a 1:07.98, half a second in front of Workington, Zachary Flitton, 1:08.46. And it was Daniel French of Wirral Metro at the wall third after flying in 1:09.54. As we said, entry times are 5:20s up to 5:23. So just a reminder for the session number 3, which are the finals this evening. If you do make it to the finals, the females warm up. They're at 4:30 till 5 to 5. The open male warm up is 5 to 5 till 20 past 5. And the finals will start at 5:30. Of course, we've got finals in juniors and seniors for pretty much for everything we've seen or will have seen through the entire session a little bit later on. Oh, whilst I was talking, Oliver Davis, City of Leicester, took it upon himself to move through to the front. At the last turn, he went round in 2:27.43. Gives him around about 4.5 second advantage over Wirral Metro's Daniel French. Well, sorry, Daniel French was running 4th at that point, but it gave him a little bit of an advantage over David Bylorski as well of Northampton. Can this breaststroke section help any of our swimmers propel themselves up towards the front of Heat 2? At the moment, as I said, it is Oliver Davis in lane 2 who leads the way for us from David Bylorski of Northampton, lane 4, and it is Daniel French of Wirral Metro in lane 3 who is running 3rd. Well, Oliver Davis has got around about a 5 second advantage over David in lane number 4. And then he's got a 3.5 second lead over Daniel French as they move on to the freestyle. James Nightingale trying his best to catch Daniel French. And in the same token, George Howard, who's in lane 6, is trying to catch his teammate James Nightingale. Zachary Flitton-Workington over there in lane number 1. As well as Edward Rose, still working hard, but already making his way back down the pool is Oliver Davis. The 16-year-old from Leicester, entry time of 5:22.05. Obviously would have seen the times a little earlier on this morning, or possibly would have. Some people might not bother having a little look. So you'll know what time he would have needed to beat. I said his entry time. That's 5:22. I mean, he's going to absolutely smash that to bits. 5 minutes 2.01 there for Oliver Davis. 20 seconds underneath his entry time. And next into the wall, I say is David Bylorski, 5 minutes 9.40. And third into the wall was Daniel French at 5:16.68. Oliver Davis 5 minutes 2.01. Not too shabby at all. We will just wait for all of that to be confirmed. Well, for everyone at home, that is Oliver on the screen. As you can see, 1 or 2 things have changed, but everything now has been confirmed, so we will move on to the final heat of this event, Heat 3. I have a disqualification to announce in event 204, Heat 2, Lane 1. So we said then, final heat of this event, lane number 1 for Stockport Metro, Corey Owens. In 2 from City of Leicester, Peter Nightingale. 3 from Northampton, Zachary Jones. In 4 from Northampton is Edward Orscroft. In 5 from City of Leicester, Maxwell Burdett. 6 from Tadcaster, Blake Herbert. 7 from Guernsey, Samuel Khan, and in 8 from Leyland Barracudas is Jamie Wheatman. Maxwell in lane 5 is our youngest swimmer at just 13. Right next to him in lane 6, Blake, he's our eldest at 18. Entry times, well, 5:13, that was Edward in lane number 4. Going to Jamie in lane 8 at 5:19. As we said, you've just seen Oliver Davis there go 5:02 or 1. So anything is possible. That was a fantastic swim. And we say from the City of Leicester swimmer. And Corey Owens, Stockport Metro, up there in lane number 1. For everyone watching at home, the far side of the pool. And he goes round in 1:07.34. Followed by Zachary Jones of Northampton, 1 minute 9.80. And then it was Blake Herbert of Tadcaster, 1:10.29. Oh, Corey Owens, he's looking nice and relaxed at the moment, isn't he? Up in lane number 1. As we say, he moves to breaststroke, his time as he turned was 2:25.96, leads by just over 5 seconds from Zachary Jones of Northampton. And then it was Edward Horscroft, his teammate, running 3rd. Once again, as always, we'll see what happens on breaststroke. Well, at the moment, said Owens, the 15-year-old from Stockport Metro, entry time of 5:19 exactly. He's doing exactly what Oliver Davis did in the previous heat. So the lead's been cut a little bit, but still Corey leads the way from Edward, who's had a great first 50-metre breaststroke there. You have to say, he looks nice and strong, does Edward Horscroft of Northampton in the middle of the pool, lane number 4. The moment you can see Corey Owens at home, actually Stockport Metro swimmer in lane number 1. And as we're panning out, as we said, we're panning out at the live stream. Hopefully you'll just get to see in the middle of the pool Edward Horscroft. As we said, he used his breaststroke to great effect. He's now over a body length in front. He'll turn 3:56.10. That's 2.5 seconds in front of Corey Owens of Stockport Metro. And it is now Maxwell Burdett of City of Leicester who's moved through into 3rd. So he's also had a fantastic breaststroke section as well. Well, as they turn for home, Edward's still in front in lane 4, but Corey Owens has cut his lead down to around about 1.5 seconds. Question is, can Edward hold on? Or can Corey Owens bring it back with 25 metres to go? I said Corey Owens is 15, Edward Horscroft is 16. So for the national window kind of thing, it doesn't particularly matter, but Corey Owens has got his head down. Does he get into the wall first? He does. 5 minutes 7.15. Edward Horscroft was 5 minutes 7.40, and Zachary Jones gets to the 3rd in 5:11.55. All of that is confirmed. We move on to event 205. Females 100 metres freestyle. There are 7 heats of this event. This is heat number 1. Off we go then. In heat 1, lane 3 from Ackleburgh's Fallon Cooney. In 4 from Northampton, Scarlett Humphrey. 5 from Northampton is Eliza Humphrey. And 6 from City of Manchester Aquatics is Grace O'Brien. Well, we've already seen Maisie Summers-Newton in the water. Now, as we said, we've got more of our power swimmers taking part. And again, absolute top quality here as well. Fallon Cooney, we already mentioned, she's up in lane 3. Medalist of the Summer Champs. As well as that, Grace O'Brien, who says she's in lane 6. Says she's been over in Stockholm recently, part of the Dice. And then, of course, we've got the two Humphrey sisters, Scarlett and Eliza. Of course, they made their debut at the Paralympics in Paris, made a number of finals. Scarlett was actually part of the 4x100 metres mixed freestyle team that broke the British record as well. And we'll just keep an eye on the times here, because a couple of weekends ago, it was Scarlett Humphrey who brought a British record in this event, so we'll see what happens. As they're coming underneath the flags then, it is Scarlett in lane 4. And we'll have a little look at the times that they get. Well, Scarlett Humphrey, 1 minute 12.43. Fallon Cooney, 1:13.64. Grace O'Brien, 1:14.13, with Eliza Humphrey at 1:15.81. So of course we'll let our swimmers make their way out of the pool. All of that has been confirmed up on the board. Also, just before we move on with Scarlett and Eliza, of course the goggles will just need to be checked. I said the goggles need to be completely blacked out, so as you can see some of the referees just having a little look at them right now just to confirm all of that, which of course looks all fantastic. So I think we're going to be pretty much ready to move on to heat 2. Okay, heat 2, lane 1 from Rotherham Metro is Olivia Thorpe. In 2 from City of Salford is Rhea Wilkinson. 3 from Rotherham Metro is Olivia Heafield. In 4 from Guernsey is Polly Sarr. 5 from City of Manchester is Scarlett Fagan. In 7 from Wigan Best is Charlotte Hughes. And in lane number 8 from City of Manchester is Amy Chollerton. Amy, is another one, as I said, about her power swimmers. Again, at her home pool here at the City of Manchester. Already won a raft of medals from counties, regionals and the summer nationals as well, and continues to improve each and every time she gets in the pool. At the moment though, Rhea Wilkinson in lane number 2 is leading the way for us, the City of Salford swimmer. Her entry time was 1:07.03. We had entry times of 1:06s to 1:09. And Scarlett Fagan, however, though, she's come back down this second 50 much stronger, and she's going to come underneath the flags. And Scarlett Fagan, she'll stop the clock in 1:06.06. Next was Rhea Wilkinson, 1:07.13, and Chloe Sarr rounds off the top 3 in 1:07.26. All of that is confirmed, so when we're ready to go, this will be heat 3. So we said this is heat 3 of 7 in lane number 1, this time from Trafford Metro. Lily Partington in 2 from Wirral Metro is Ellie Jackson. 3 from Wigan Best is Story Smith. In lane 4 from the Erlingers Club is Lucy O'Keefe. In 5 from City of Salford, Isabella Bonfield. And then we come across to lane number 8 with Wigan Best, Betsy Lloyd. Betsy's our youngest swimmer, she's 13. We've then got a few 14-year-olds. But our eldest swimmer here is 16, that's Lily Partington in lane 1. Entry times are 1:05s and 1:06. At the moment, Lucy O'Keefe, I say, from the Erlingers Club. I mentioned it a few times, based in Dublin. She leads the way a considerable distance actually, 75 metres gone. Entry time for Lucy was 1:05.44. 15 metres to go. Chances of being inside that. Let's have a little look at the time. 1:03.42 for Lucy. Next is Ellie Jackson, 1:05.24. And Story Smith gets to the wall third in 1:05.93. That is confirmed. Heat 4. Lane 1 is Nicola Mikalska. In 2 is Hermione Coakley-Hines. In 3 is Caitlin Scaife. In 5, Caitlin Postolacci-Tuchin. In 6 is Evie Breeze. 7 is Grace Reed. Entry times all of a 1:04. Youngest swimmer is Nicola in lane 1, she's 14. Eldest swimmer is Grace in lane 7, she's 17. $15 metres to go then. Caitlin Scaife, Leyland Barracudas, Grace Reed of Guernsey. There your front 2. Looks like it will be Caitlin from Leyland. And she gets her first, 1:03.13. Grace Reed, 1:03.76. And Evie Breeze at 1:04.93. Again, that is confirmed. So as soon as we're ready to go, we'll be on to heat 5. Lane 1 is Amber Haycock. In 2 is Layla Lawrence. 3, Matilda Hendon. 4, Vivian Wilkinson. 5 is Sophie Lane. 6 is Grace Grimrod. 7 is Ava Halliwell. And 8 is Maisie Geary. As we said, Amber in lane 1 is another of the para swimmers from Northampton. She was over in the European Championships last year. And the Aquatics GB World Class Programmes have just been released for 2025 as well. And in the para swimming, Amber, as well as Bruce Dean, we'll see a little bit. Eliza and Scarlett Humphrey have all been put on the podium potential pathway. And of course, Maisie Summers-Newton on the podium programme. So a massive well done to all those swimmers, of course. Fantastic programme and set up for the para swimmers at Northampton. At the moment though, it looks like it could be Layla Lawrence of Preston actually who leads the way for us with around about 15 metres to go. Lane 7 and 8, Ava Halliwell, Wirral Metro, Maisie Geary, Layla Barracudas. Going good. Middle of the pool coming back as well. But it looks like it might be Ava Halliwell. It is Ava Halliwell, 1:03.64. Layla Lawrence at 1:04.01. And Maisie Geary gets to the wall third in 1:04.03. All of that is confirmed. We'll move on to heat 6. This time in lane 1 from City of Manchester, Sophia Sugden. In 3 from Northampton, Maddie Walden. In 4 from Warriors of Warrington, Alana Donlan. In 5 from Leyland Barracudas, Robin Salis. In 6 from City of Salford is Sophie Whittle. 7 from City of Salford, Amelia Atkinson. 8 from City of Manchester, Veronica Rozwoska. I'm going to say a penultimate heat of this one, from what I can remember this morning for our juniors, if they can get themselves in and around 60 point, around about 60.5, that'll definitely get them into the finals later on. So there are chances in these next 2 heats. Anyone who can swim well. At the moment, it's lane number 3. It's Maddie from Northampton. Very close this heat though. With 15 metres to go, still could go to a number of swimmers. Maddie still leads the way for us, underneath the flags. Into the wall they come. Let's have a little look at the times here. Maddie Walden of Northampton, 102.46. Sophia Sugden, 102.71. And then Amelia Atkinson, 102.93. That is confirmed, so we move on to the final heat of this event, Heat 7. In lane number 1 from Northampton, Holly Hale. In 2 from ALC is Jessica Purcell. In 3 from Leyland Barracudas, Emily Wade. 4 from Tadcaster is Zara Holt. 5 from City of Leicester, Anna Clark. In 6 from Northampton is Anna Lett. In 7, again from ALC, it's Heathen Hegarty. And in 8 from City of Leicester is Florence Senior. Here's lane number 1, who leads the way after 50 metres. Holly Hale, 29.63. That was 0.2 of a second in front of Anna Clark of City of Leicester at 29.85. And it was Zara Holt of Tadcaster rounding off your top 3 after 50 metres at 29.94. Pretty even this at the moment. Lanes 1, 4, 5. Also 6 and 7 start to steam through as well. Final few metres then. Let's have a little look at the times. Who gets to the wall first? It's gonna be Anna Clark in 101.70, then Holly Hale, 101.79. And then we go to lane 7 for that third spot in 101.86. And that's all confirmed. So let's move on to event 206, the open male 100 metres backstroke. There will be 3 heats of this event. There will be 3 heats of this event as soon as we get those backstroke ledges in. And of course, we'll start at heat 1. Once again, as a reminder, as we said, just keep an eye on those final lists. And of course, as we said, at the end of each event, just have a check. And if your names are on there and you are not planning on racing in this evening, please make sure you get that information in the next 30 minutes once the finals have been produced. Thank you. So we say not too far away. So this is event 206, the open male 100 metres backstroke. There are 3 heats of this event. We start at heat 1. So in heat number 1, lane number 2 from Layla Barracudas, Sebastian Hittlewood. In 3 from City of Leicester, Victor Bramley Howell. In 4 from Stockport Metro is Hayden Unwin. 5 from Tadcaster, Caleb Britton. 6 from the City of Salford is Kareem Altuck. And in 7 from Ramsbottom is Ethan Williams. Right, just as a reminder, I've said a lot of you visited Sport Fox at dinner time, the swim shop down here near the diving boards. We mentioned they're not here tomorrow, so if you are wanting to buy anything, if you wanted to buy anything, today's the day to do it. Of course, you can use the discount code online till next Thursday. But if you're needing any questions answered, make sure you pop up and see our friends at Sport Fox today. As we said, they are not back tomorrow. Hayden Unwin, Stockport Metro, 15-year-old. Leads away, entry time 1:10 exactly. And he'll go 1:09.45. Next was Caleb Britton, 1:11.17. And Victor Bramley Howell, 1:12 exactly. Your top 3 of Heat 1, which is confirmed. So this is Heat 2. Okay, off we go with Heat 2 in lane 1 from City of Leicester is George Howard. In 2 from Northampton is Riley Woodward. In 3 from Workington, Zachary Flitton. 4 from Wigan Best is Dan Barton. 5 from City of Leeds, Gabriel Corbett. 6 from City of Leicester, I apologise. In 6 from City of Leicester is Emerson Blue Gupwell. In 7 from Ramsbottom is Benji Sutcliffe. And 8 also from Ramsbottom is Samuel Wilson. Quick announcement, can we please have a coach from Northampton to the timing suite, please? A coach from Northampton to the timing suite. Thank you. Well, at the moment, it is Dan Barton, Wigan Best, who leads the way. Benji Sutcliffe of Ramsbottom's coming back quickly in 7, as his teammate Samuel Wilson in lane 8. But Dan Barton, final few metres, entry time for him was 1:07.17. He'll touch the wall in 1:06.27. Next is Samuel Wilson, 1:07.87 with Benji Sutcliffe at 1:08.13. They are confirmed. So we move on to the final heat of this event, Heat 3. As I said, final heat of this event then. In lane 2 from Ramsbottom, Ben Saxby. 3 from Rotherham is Ethan Hampshire. 4 from Wigan Best, James Vaughan. In 5 from City of Leicester is Harry Lucas. 6 from Ackleburs, Robert Goodall. 7 from City of Salford, Ollie Robinson. And 8 from Northampton is Zachary Jones. James Vaughan on paper, only swimmer who's gone under 1.5. That was 1:04.9. We then got to the outside lanes at 1:07. Ben Saxby leads after 50 metres, or 30.80 at the turn. 0.3 of a second in front of Ethan Hampshire. And then it was actually Robert Goodall who was in third. For the moment, lanes 2 and 3, Ben Saxby, Ethan Hampshire lead the way for us. James Vaughan starting to move through, or trying to, into that third position, but at the moment Robert Goodall's holding it. Under the flags he come. Let's have a little look at the times. It's going to be close to the front 2. Just a 10th of a second between them. Ben Saxby 1:04.06, Ethan Hampshire 1:04.17, and then it was Robert Goodall 1:05.35. Again, we just need to wait for that one to be confirmed. As I say, just getting 1 or 2 things sorted before we can move on. Okay, all is now confirmed, so we're going to move on to event 207, the females 100 metres breaststroke. There are 2 heats of this event. Heat 1. Off we go then. Heat 1, lane 2 from Northampton, Maisie Summers-Newton. In lane 3 from Northampton, Scarlett Humphrey. In 4 from City of Salford, Mia Dalton. In 5 from City of Salford, Amy Young. 6 from Leyland Barracudas is Niamh Connolly, and 7 from Northampton is Eliza Humphrey. At the moment, lane 4 leads the way for us. Mia Dalton, 38.66, and followed by teammate Amy Young, 39.52. So all our swimmers making their way back down the pool. I say just 2 heats of this one. So the 2 Salford swimmers out in front, they're battling away with one another. Mia Dalton, Amy Young. Mia just in front at the moment. Entry time 1:26.10. Let's have a little look at what time she'll get. Mia Dalton 1:23.70. Amy Young was 1:24.07. Next interval, Niamh Connolly at 1:30. 1:30. Big high five from the 2 Salford swimmers, and all of our swimmers get into the wall there. So said we just, of course, as always, just need to go through the procedures I mentioned just a little bit earlier on. The checking of the goggles before we can move on to the next heat. And all looks good there. So as soon as we can, we'll be moving on to the final heat in this event, which will be heat 2. In lane number 1, from Trafford Metro, Lena Kahida. In 2, from City of Leicester, Laura Graham Brown. In 3, from Tadcaster, Caitlin Ollers. In 4, from City of Leicester, Connie Kyle. In 5, from the Warriors of Warrington, Emily Hall. In 6, from Wigan Best is Ellen Jones. In 7, from Tadcaster is Ella Hendon. And in 8, from City of Manchester is Olivia Ryan. Youngest swimmers, Connie in lane 4 and Ella in lane 7, they're 13. And our eldest swimmers, Caitlin in lane 3 and Olivia in lane 8. They're 16, entry times 123s up to 125s. And it is Caitlin in lane 3 who leads away, 38.90. 3/4 of a second in front of Ellen Jones at the turn at 39.64. And then Ella in lane 7 was third at 39.91. 15 metres to go then. Still, you've got lane 3, Tadcaster's Caitlin Ollers. Also lane 6, Wigan Best, Ellen Jones. There your front 2, and if I had to pick, I would say Ellen Jones is looking favourite to get to the wall first here. And she does, in a time of 1:23.80. Caitlin was next at 1:24.34. And Connie Kyle round off your top 3 in 1:25.03. And that is confirmed. On we go to event 208. I can slow down a little bit because the officials need to get down to the scoreboard end. Like I said, once they are down there, this is event 208, the open male 50 metres freestyle. There will be 4 heats of this event. I think in the heats earlier on, saw some of the quicker heats, we saw some 24s. Absolutely motoring through the pool earlier on. We'll see what the gentlemen can do in the next 4 heats. Just whilst I've got a very quick opportunity, tomorrow morning, session 4A, warm-ups begin at 8:30 till 8:55, that's for the open males, 8:55 till 9:20 for the females, and we'll start racing at 9:30. Okay, looks like we're pretty much ready to go. So this is event 208, the open male 50 metres freestyle. And I said there are 4 heats of this event. Heat 1. In lane 2 is Tyler Barber, 3 Valentine Victor, 4 is Matthew McKay, in 5 is Jacob Baker, 6 is Felos Cassidy. Everybody entered on a 29. Tyler in lane 2 is 13, Matthew in lane 4 is 17. And it looks possibly like lane 3, no, definitely lane 3 as we switch the camera handle so I can see. 27.94 for Valentine, there was Matthew, 28.61, and Jacob Baker rounding off your top 3, 28.77. That's confirmed, heat 2. Heat 2, lane 1 is Victor Bramley Howell. In lane 2 is Oliver Carter, 3 Samuel Khan, 4 is Oscar Nowak. In 5 is Richard Lee, 6 Ionis Pappas, 7 is Dylan Myers, 8 Matthew Windler. Looks like lane 3 is going to get there first. That's Samuel from Guernsey. He does 28.04. Ionis Pappas 28.37, and Victor Bramley Howell was 28.81. Pending confirmation, of course. There you go. It's confirmed. Heat 3. In lane 1 is Mika Norsrank. In 2 is Sky Soul. 3 is Ollie Maud. 4 is Alexander Richard. 5 Daniel Baffy. 6 Caleb Britton. 7 is Georgia Temisha, and 8 Sebastian Hill. Everybody entered on a 28. Oh, it's going to be close. Probably the closest we've had. Again, no, lanes 3 or 6, possibly 6. Let's have a little look. No times have come up on the board. We will wait to see what times we get there. It was very close between 6 and 3, I'll tell you that much. Well, just bear with us whilst we get all of that sorted. As we said, we'll just need a little bit of time just to get all of that sorted. Okay, so just whilst we get those things sorted out, I can see time starting to appear. Bear with us. As we said, we'll get back to racing as soon as we can. This afternoon, the finals, if you get the warm-ups, are at 4:30 till 5 to 5 for the ladies, 5 to 5 till 20 past 5 for the open males, and we start the finals at 5:30. Tomorrow morning, session 4A, well, the warm-ups begin at 8:30 for the open males. They go through till 5 to 9. For the females, it's 5 to 9 till 20 past 9. We start racing at 9:30. And for session 4B, again, warm-ups begin at dinner time. That's at 12 o'clock till 12:25. Females 12:25 till 10 to 1. We'll start racing at 1 o'clock. As we said, just getting through all the information we need from heat 3. And I said it was close. I tell you what, just watching the times come up. I said at the minute, just a tenth of a second between first and second. And everybody so far has touched on a 28. Yeah, so as I can see, hopefully the times will come up on the board for you very shortly. As I said, heat 3 there, pretty much everybody got to a wall on a 28. I'll not spoil who got there first. Hopefully you'll be able to see that soon enough. Alright, so as I said, that has now been confirmed. Hopefully it pops up on the board for you very soon. There you go, have a little look, you'll see it was Ollie Maud who got there. 28 seconds exactly. I think we're ready to go, so we'll move back to event 208, open male 50 metres freestyle. This is the final heat of this event, heat 4. All right, just getting a little message from the timing suite. Not entirely sure, as we said, what caused that little glitch in the last heat. Swimmers, I would relax for a moment as we just get everything sorted. So once again, just have a little relax whilst we get the systems rebooted. We'll be back up and going as soon as we can. There you go. Told you it won't take long. Okay, last heat of this event. Lane 1 is Ollie Robinson, 2 is Ethan Hampshire. Over to lane 4, Alexander Lewis, 5 is Zachary Jones, 6 Luke Wise, and 7 is Oliver Stevens. Entry times are 26s, 27s. Let's have a little look who gets there first. This time it is Zachary Jones, 26.12, Ethan Hampshire, 26.28, and Alexander Lewis, 26.68. Is all confirmed. We move on to event 209, females 200 metres backstroke. Again, we just need to let our officials get up to the top end. We'll of course get those ledges into the pool. We will have 5 heats of this event. As soon as we're set and our officials are in place, we'll start with heat 1. All right, don't think we're too far away. So as I said, this will be event 209, a female 200 metres backstroke. There will be 5 heats of this event. This will be heat 1. Alright, so set, this is heat 1 of 5, 200 metres backstroke for the ladies. Lane 3 from Tadcaster, Ella Hendon. 4 from City of Manchester is Iris Burkett. 5 from City of Leicester is Sophie Lane. Just a very quick announcement. The cameras, either end of the start ends, the finish ends, so either end of the pool, if you are walking past them, please be careful. 1 or 2 have made the big camera down here at the start end rock a few times, and it's sending the graphics all over the place. So again, if you could just be careful as you're making your way past the cameras, my friends downstairs in the timing suite will be very appreciative. Thank you. So I said, just looking at these 3 swimmers, Iris in lane 4, the City of Manchester swimmer, she's 12. Ella in lane 3 from Tadcaster, and Sophie in 5 from City of Leicester, they're both 13. Iris entry time at 2:45, Sophie 2:46, and Ella was at 2:49. Well, nice and close. Iris, Sophie, final, as I say, a few metres. All be down to the finish this. Who gets there? It is Iris Burkett, 2:43.37. Sophie Lane, 2:43.55. And Ella Hendon was 2:46.34. That's confirmed. Heat 2. So heat 2, lane 2 from Leyland Barracudas is Lottie Williams. In 3 from Guernsey is Grace Reed. 4 from Prescott. Sophie Barr. In 5 from City of Salford, Olivia Koska. 6 from Guernsey, Scarlett Rose Foss. And in 7 from City of Salford is Jasmine Wakelin. It is Jasmine at the moment who's leading the way, along with lane 4, Sophie Barr of Prescott. And Sophie just 12 in lane number 4, the Prescott swimmer. And she's actually pressed ahead as we come up to the halfway turn of heat 2. Turns round in 118.14, followed by Jasmine 119.22, and then Lottie Williams was at 121.71. Sophie's entry time, well, she was at 2:42. Got a handful of 2:43s, a couple of 2:44s, and a 2:45. So again, on paper, I'm just saying it should be close, but at the moment, Sophie Barr Prescott is leading, and she is leading by 2 seconds from Jasmine Wakelin. Still Scarlett Rose Foss of Guernsey running third at 2:04.66. Oh, Scarlett Rose Foss of Guernsey, she's really working hard with 15 metres to go, trying to get in front of Sophie Barr of Prescott. She's already moved in front of Jasmine Wakelin into second place, 5 metres to go. Again, it'll come down to the finish this. Can Sophie Barr hold on? Yes, she can. 2:42.41, 2/10 of a second in front of Scarlett Rose Foss, 2:42.61, Jasmine Wakelin, 2:44.57. Confirmed, heat 3. In lane number 2 from City of Manchester, Neve Khan. 3 from Workington is Charlotte Grimshaw. In 4 from Wigan Best is Charlotte Hughes. And in 5 from City of Salford is Evie Booth. In 6 from City of Salford, Ruby Whiteside. 7 from City of Leicester is Laura Graham Brown. 8 from Wigan Best, Isabel Owen Holt. 3 14-year-olds here for you. Charlotte Hughes in lane 4, Ruby Whiteside in 6, and Laura Graham Brown in 7. They are your youngest swimmers in heat 3, and your eldest is Charlotte Grimshaw. She's 20 from Workington in lane 3. Well, Wigan Best, Isabel Owen Holt has got herself off to a flyer here. Through 75 metres. She leads by round a body length, maybe just short of. Nice and close this one. Second half of this race is going to be interesting. 4 swimmers, thereabouts in a line. It's still Isabel Owen Holt who leads, but you then got Charlotte Hughes, Evie Booth and Ruby Whiteside. And just having a little look, Isabel Owen Holt, 1:18.31. It was then Charlotte Hughes, 1:18.63. And Ruby Whiteside at 1:18.83. Right, Charlotte Hughes now of Wigan Best has moved through into the first position here in heat 3. Battling her Wigan Best teammate, Isabel Owen Holt. And of course, community teammate as well, both swimming out of Howbridge. At the moment, Charlotte has pulled away a body lengths lead for Charlotte Hughes. She turns this time 1:59.26. That gives her just short of a 2-second advantage over Ruby Whiteside, who's moved through to second position, the City of Salford swimmer, with Isabel Owen Holt running third. And about 0.3 of a second behind at the previous turn. Charlotte uses entry time as 2 minutes 40.57. And so with Charlotte up, she gets the wall, she'll have a look at her time, she'll be able to tell you whether she's happy or not. Always wears her heart on her sleeve. Final few metres for Charlotte though. Underneath the flag she comes, as I said, entry time at 2:40.57. She'll stop the clock at 2:39.54. Next was Ruby Whiteside, 2:42.98. And Neve Khan, 2:43.36. Charlotte looks a little bit tired there, but waves her hands around. Hopefully, as we said, she manages to get out of the pool. Just wait for the last rated swimmer here in Heat 3 to come in. And we'll make sure all of that gets confirmed. There is Charlotte on the live stream. It is confirmed. And we'll move on to Heat 4. This is Heat 4 of 5, lane 1 this time from City of Leicester. Ava Steens in 3 from Wigan Best is Amber Fortune. In 4 from Rotherham Metros, Olivia Heafield. In 5 from City of Leicester's Chloe Morley. 6 from Lille Barracudas, Caitlin Scaife. 7 from City of Manchester, Miriam Ambrosio. And 8 from Wigan Best is Ellen Jones. Youngest swimmer is Amber in lane 3, as well as Chloe as well in 5, though both 13. And your eldest swimmer is Caitlin, she's in lane 6 at 16. Entry times 2:37s to 2:39s. And it is one of our younger swimmers who leads after the 50-metre turn. She certainly led at that point anyway. She was out in front. Well, Caitlin Scaife is making her way through the pool, trying to level up. As I said, that is the 100-metre turn then. Amber Fortune, 1:14.22. Gives herself a second and a bit advantage over Caitlin Scaife. And it was then Olivia from Rotherham, lane 4, running third, 1:16.73. Amber's entry time was 2:37. In fairness, as we said, 5 of the 7 swimmers in the pool were 2:37s. Your outside lanes are at 2:38 and 2:39. I say Amber looking very good here. 1:54.82 as she goes home, heads home, just short of a 2.5 second advantage over lane 4. And then it was Caitlin Scaife running third. Well, inside the final 15 metres is Amber. As I said, she's led from start to finish. Entry time of 2:37.60. And she'll go inside that. Just by how much? She'll get 2:34.83. Olivia Heafield was at 2:36.79. And Caitlin Scaife at 2:38.02. All of that is confirmed, so we'll move on to the final heat of this event, Heat 5. So we said then, final heat of this event in lane 1 from Northampton, Holly Hale. In 2 from Wigan Best is Poppy Johnson. 3 from the Warriors of Warrington, Alana Donlan. In 4 from City of Leicester is Emma Graham Brown. 5 from Leyland Barracudas, Isabella Grimbleston. In 6 from Wigan West is Isabel Lloyd, and 7 from Northampton is Maddie Walden. Entry times 2:34s to 2:36s. Poppy Johnson, youngest swimmer in lane 2, 13, and the eldest swimmer is Isabel Lloyd, and she's in lane 6. She's 17. Both swimmers from Wigan Best. Early goings then, Isabel Lloyd in 6, as well as Maddie Walden of Northampton 7. Your front 2, Isabella from Leyland Barracudas is also going well in 5. Of course, still got plenty of racing to do in heat 5 of this 200 metres backstroke. Well, they pretty much turn at the same time there, just a tenth of a second. With Maddie in lane 7 going round first, 1:15.52. Isabel Lloyd, 1:15.63. And Isabella Grimbleston was at 1:15.87. I will get Isabella's surname right one day. I do apologise. Like I said, we look back in the pool though. It's their third 50 metres. Holly Hale, Northampton. Absolutely put the foot down. As she says, she's now in front, 1:54.37. Just over 1 3/4 seconds in front of Maddie Walden. And then it was Emma Graham Brown of City of Leicester who rounded off your top 3. Holly up in lane number 1, as I said, entry time of 2:36. 16-year-old from Northampton. I already said, second half of this race, absolutely floored it really, hasn't she, as she comes underneath the flags. I said entry time of 2:36, and she'll stop the clock in 2:33.15. Next is Alana Donlan at 2:35.31, and then Maddie Walden at 2:36.03. That is confirmed. Let's move on to event 210, the open male 200 metres breaststroke. There are 3 heats of this event. Heat number 1. We said heat 1 of 3 in lane 3 from City of Manchester, Valentine Victor. In 4 from Leyland Barracudas, Henry Hodgkinson. And in 5 from Rotherham Metro is Ollie Maud. Henry and Ollie, they're both in a 14 years age bracket. Henry's entry time 2:54.90. Ollie in lane 5, his entry time was 3 minutes 2.16. And Valentine up in lane 3, he's our 16-year-old with an entry time of 3 minutes 2.50. As we mentioned a few times as well, just reminding you at the end of each event, please have a little look on the live result system for the finals lists. Obviously, if your name appears there and you know you're not going to be taking part in the finals for whatever reason, please get that information in with 30 minutes of it being published so that we can hopefully give our reserve finalists a chance to swim a little bit later on. Of course, this gala being used for many different reasons. We've talked about the qualifying windows, as we said, for the home nations, for Brits and for the Irish Summer Champs. Of course, though, some of our swimmers, especially in this heat, this event, or should I say even session 2B, are still after regional times as well. So important for all different kinds of reasons. It is Henry who leads the way. 2:07.97 at the turn, and that gives him a considerable 8 3/4 second advantage over Ollie Maud of Rotherham Metro, 2:16.82, and Valentin Fichter at 2:19.23. As we said, as a reminder, entry time for Henry was 2:54.90. Final few metres then for Henry. Reminder, entry at 2:54. He's going to get inside that, I think. Yes, he does. 2:53.79. Next is Ollie in lane 5. You said the Rotherham swimmer. He stops the clock at 3:03.10. Valentin, City of Manchester swimmer, rounds off heat 1 in a time of 3 minutes 9.22. Confirmed heat 2. As we said, we started the session with a trio at 50 metres event. After this one, we move on to the females 200 fly, the open males 100 fly, and then the females 200 IM, open males 200 free, and I think we round off, well we definitely do, with the females 400 freestyle. So everything calmed down a little bit for me up here. Nice to just have a little relax. The early goings, it's nice and close, is heat 2. Lane 1 belongs to City of Salford's Aaron Gans. In 2 from Leyland Barracudas, Jamie Weekman. 3 from City of Manchester is Sky Soul. In 4 from City of Leicester is Maxwell Burdett. 5 from City of Leicester is Peter Nightingale. 6 from Wirral Metro is Daniel French. 7 Orion is Samuel Tan. And in 8 from Trafford Metro is Andrew Wu. At the moment, it is Maxwell Burdett who leads the way for us, 1:22.62. He's one of our youngest swimmers in this heat. He's 13, as is Aaron Gans in lane 1, as well as Andrew Wu in lane 8. And then you've got a couple of 16-year-olds, senior citizens in heat 2. That's Jamie Weetman and Sky Soul in lanes 2 and 3. Well, Maxwell's got himself just over a 2-second advantage from Aaron Gans. There's 2 of our 13-year-olds who lead the way. There's Jamie Weetman, who was 3rd at the turn. As we said, there's Maxwell. We got to that 100-metre turn, he's not looked back. He's going to come underneath the flags. Let's see what time he can get himself. It will be 2:48.67 for Maxwell. Next, Aaron Gans, 2:51.82. And Samuel Tan rounds the top 3 at 2:52.31. All of that is confirmed, so we move on to the final heat of this event, Heat 3. In lane 1 is Samuel Lee, 2 Georginette, 3 Blake Herbert, 4 Samuel Kahn, 5 Emerson Blue Gutwell, 6 is Benji Wall. In lane 7 is Tinaye Makamadzi, and in lane 8 is Nathan Healy. Again, entry times, middle of the pool. Samuel, lane 4, 2:41, to Nathan in lane number 8 at 2:47. Youngest age here is 15. They have 3 swimmers, 1, 4 and 5. And our eldest swimmer is Blake in lane 3 at 18. At the moment, it's the 2 swimmers closest to us in the spectators gallery, lanes 7 and 8. Tinaye in lane 7 from Tadcaster, and Nathan of Wigan Best in lane 8, who holds a slight advantage as we come up to the halfway turn. So Nathan Healy goes round first, 1:16.35. That's just over a second in front of Georginette of City of Salford over in lane 2. And then Tinaye, as we said, in lane 7 was 3rd at the turn. Now nice and close at the moment for City of Salford's Georginette and Wigan Best Nathan Healy. They're your front 2. Lane 6 and 7 are not far behind either. Well, Georginette has just started to make his way through to the front, probably a body length's lead as he turns for home. 1:59.44. Nathan Healy was a second and a half behind, and then it was Benji Wall who was just 3/100ths of a second behind Nathan. Some of these swimmers time to dig deep as they make their way back down the pool. Around about 25 metres to go. As we said, Georginette was leading the way in City of Salford in 2. Lane 6, 7 and 8 also battling well. Benji Wall, Stockport Metro, looks to have taken the lead in lane number 6. It is Benji Wall who's going to get to the wall first. Let's have a little look at his time. Benji Wall will get there in 2:41.32, Georginette 2:42.54, and Nathan Healy rounds off your top 3 in 2:44.37. And that is confirmed. Let's go. Heat event 2-on-1, the female 200 metres butterfly. There are 3 heats of this event. Heat 1.
Benji.
You can see Amelia Finney working hard there. She turned at 1:18.79. As I said, her entry time for the 14-year-old was 3 minutes, 0.49. And she'll turn for home in 2:03.63. So around about 15 metres to go then, as I said, for Amelia Finney. Entry time of 3 minutes, 0.49. And again, it's going to go way inside that. Well, let's have a little look at the time. And she'll stop the clock for us in a time of 2:47.44. This is Heat 2. Disqualification to announce an event 2-on-1, Heat 1, Lane 3. Heat 2, Lane 1 from Ramsbottom is Rosie Byrne. In Lane 2 from City of Leicester is Abigail Blanca. In 3 from Leyland Barracudas is Neve Corrigan. In 4 from Liga Best is Sophie Willits. In 5 from City of Manchester, Melina Grace Comerford. In 6 from City of Manchester, there's Eleanor Fothergill. In 7 from Guernsey, Scarlett Rose Foss. And 8 from City of Manchester, there's Marina Ambrosio. Again, entry times 2:46s to 2:59s. Rosie up in Lane 1, she's your youngest swimmer at 12. And then we've got a handful of 15-year-olds spread out throughout the lanes. At a moment though, Sophie Willits, she leads the way. Wigan best swimmer in Lane 4. As I said, Sophie, talking to her dad earlier on, a little bit unlucky at counties, fell ill at the Lancashire County Championships, so she's still, let's say, using these to try and get herself some regional times. At the 100 metre turn, 1:13.37, gives her just short of 3-second advantage over Neve Corrigan of Leyland Barracudas, 1:16.26, and Eleanor Fothergill, City of Manchester, at 1:16.56. Well, Sophie, as you said, she did have just short of a 3-second advantage, but Neve Corrigan, Leyland Barracudas in Lane 3 is just starting to creep up, probably just half a body length lead, certainly cut into that lead that we had previously, and it is just 0.65 of a second, just 0.6 of a second at the turn. And at the moment, Neve Corrigan of Leyland Barracudas looks the more likely. As we said, Neve Corrigan, Leyland Barracudas, lane number 3, leads away without a doubt. She's pulling away actually from the heat. It's still Sophie Whittles running second, although Eleanor Fothergill of City of Manchester is trying to get into that second position, but Neve Corrigan, 2:41.09. It is then Sophie Willits, 2:46.34, with Eleanor Fothergill at 2:46.57. Just wait for all of our swimmers to come in before we can get all of that confirmed. As we said, we will just wait for confirmation of heat 2. Alright, I think that is all done and dusted. So we are ready to go with the final heat of this event, heat 3. So we said this is the last heat of the females 200 fly. Lane 1 from City of Leicester, Sophia Reader. 2 from Leyland Barracudas, Robin Salas. 3 from Wirral Metro, Ellie Jackson. 4 from City of Leicester, Chloe Gent. And 5 from Rotherham Metro is Isla Clark. 6 from Tadcaster is Imogen Holbrook. 7 from City of Salford, Emily Rowe. 8 from Rotherham Metro is Lois Clark. Entry times 2:37s to 2:45s. Plenty of noise in this one, isn't there? Let's see the pool sides walk up. At the moment, lane 3 leads away. Wirral Metro's Ellie Jackson. Middle of the pool, having a battle between themselves. This is Emily Rowe over in lane 7. Body links lead for Ellie Jackson of Wirral Metro. And she hold on in his final few metres as Isla Clark of Rotherham Metro tries to get back at her. It will be Ellie Jackson. And she will stop the clock at 2:35.81. Isla Clark 2:37.07 and Emily Rowe 2:37.60. Well done to our swimmers. We move on to event 2-on-2, the open male 100 metres butterfly. 3 heats of this event. Heat 1. Lane 2 belongs to Wirral Metro's Daniel French. In lane number 4 from the City of Salford is Ionis Pappas. In 5 from City of Leicester is Peter Nightingale, and in 6 from City of Manchester is Tyler Barber. Tyler, the youngest swimmer at 13. As we said, he is in lane 6 with Ionis in lane 4 and 16. Of course, Mr. Papas, he comes in with the quickest entry time in Heat 1, 1:09.90, to Daniel French at 1:11.10. Nice and even though through that first 50 metres. Say a second split in all four of these swimmers. Looks a little bit closer than that now, with around about 25 metres to go. Quite hard to tell, possibly 5. Although actually, just having a look at that, might be Daniel French up in 2. See, just as we switch camera angles very quickly, although there we go. As you can see, it is Daniel French. He's going to get to the wall first in 1:08.94. Peter Nightingale 1:09.65 and Tyler Barber 1:11.93. Heat 2. Zachary Flitton of Workington is in lane 1. Northampton's Riley Woodward is in lane 2. In 3 from City of Manchester is Alexander Richards. In 5 from Guernsey, Oliver Stevens. 6 from Tadcaster is Caleb Britton. 7 from Aquabirds is Jacob Baker. And 8 from City of Leicester is George Howard. Entry times 1:07s to 1:09. Zachary Flitton of Workington leads the way up on the outside lanes, all the way over there in lane number 1, 30.57 at the turn. He was followed by Caleb in lane 6 at 31.84 and Riley Woodward at 31.90. Still could go anywhere this one, with around about 6 metres to go. I'm going to try and guess who's getting to the wall. Looks like 6 or 7. It is Caleb Britton at 1:07.72. Jacob Baker was 1:07.83. Zachary Flitton 1:08.68. We move on to the final heat of this event, Heat 3. That's a great start there from the swimmer in lane number 1. That's Tadcaster's James Hendon. In 2 from City of Leicester, Gabriel Corbett. 3 from City of Manchester, Mika Noah Schrank. 4 from City of Salford is Monty Moulton. In 5 from City of Leicester is Harry Lucas. And 7 from Tadcaster is Blake Herbert. As I said, it is lane 1 who leads just by just short of half a second. He said he's underwaters off the start. Probably used about 14 metres. It's one of the better ones we've seen all day, if we're quite honest. It was a great start. Jamie Ingram is the one to watch a little bit later on for underwater work though. Absolutely amazing. Harry Lucas though, lane number 5, City of Leicester. He leads for us this time, entry time 1:05.60. He'll stop the clock at 1:05.02. Next, it looks like it's Blake Herbert, 1:05.99, and then it was Monty Moulton at 1:06.18. So as you can see on the board, all of that has been confirmed. So we'd just let our swimmers prepare themselves and get ready. And as soon as they do, we'll be moving on to event 213, the females 200 metres individual medley. There will be 5 heats of this event. Of course, as we have done all afternoon, we'll be starting at heat 1. Right, as we go, as we said, 5 heats of this. Females 200 metres individual medley. Lane 3, Northampton's Maisie Summers-Newton, and in 4, teammate is Scarlett Humphrey. I said both of these swimmers actually hold the British para record for these events in their respective classifications. So Maisie Summers-Newton is SM6 with Scarlett Humphrey in the SM11s. So we'll keep an eye on the times. Of course, as I said, they have been very busy. Mentioned already, both of them were at Paris and did fantastically well. I said with Scarlett getting herself into a couple of finals, and as mentioned earlier on, Maisie Summers-Newton, she did all right, didn't she? Got a couple of golds and a bronze, not too shabby. As we go on to breaststroke, Scarlett, she turned at 1:23.91, with Maisie Summers-Newton at 1 minute 30.05. So it said both their entry times are the British records. Scarlett Humphrey 2:48.90, Maisie Summers-Newton at 2:55. 2:55.07. Apologies. So Scarlett turns home in 2:15.49. And as I say with Maisie, she turns at 2:22.34 as they make their way back down the pool. So into the final 10 metres for Scarlett. She'll just come under the flags. She's got the dabber out, we'll let her know she's close to the wall. As you can see, look at that for a finish. She'll get there in a time of 2:54.16. And Maisie Summers-Newton into her final few metres. And she'll record a time of 3 minutes 5.92. As I said, once again, I'll just let our swimmers make their way out of the pool. And as we mentioned all afternoon, of course, Scarlett will just get her goggles checked. Okay, to get the thumbs up, so I think they're pretty much ready to go. We'll move on to heat 2. We said this is heat 2. Lane 1 is Scarlett Fagan, 2 is Lena Kahida, over in 5 is Sophie Barr, 6 is Neve Khan. Of course, they're already all making their way back down. Entry times from 2:43s to 2:45s. There's a Trafford Metro swimmer who leads the way at the moment though in lane 2. So Lena's entry time 2:44.20. Fine, a couple of metres. Can she hold on? She will do. What time will she get though? We'll wait and see. 2:45.76. Neve Khan was 2:46.75. And Scarlett Fagan hitting the wall third in 2:46.92. Okay, we move on to heat 3. Well, it's been a while since we had more than 3 heats in an event. I almost said this was the last heat. It's not. We've still got 2 more after this. But in lane 1 this time, from Wigan Best is Betsy Lloyd. In 2 from the Warriors of Warrington, there's Maya Kawa. In 3 from Ramsbottom, Bonnie Carruthers. 4 from Wigan Best is Isabel Owen Holt. 5 from Northampton, Holly Hale. 6, Leyland Barracudas, LCK. And in 8 from City of Leicester is Ava Steens. And again, entry times, we've got Isabel Owen Holt. Lane number 4 at 2:39.20. Ollie Hill right next to her in 5 is 2:39.88. And the outside lanes at 2:42s. So as you can see, watching LCK, Leyland Barracudas leads the way. We go on to breaststroke. And she turned at 1:13.15, followed by Bonnie Carruthers at Ramsbottom, 1:15 exactly. And then it was Isabel Owen Holt at 1:15.27. Again, a couple of good breaststrokers here who can make their way towards the front of the heat. You've got Betsy Lloyd up in lane 1, Wigan Best. Also Bonnie Carruthers has been going very well with breaststroke lately. Lane 3 from Ramsbottom. As you can see, that is telling, because at the moment Bonnie Carruthers of Ramsbottom is in front. I'd say LCK, Leyland Barracudas, is second with Betsy Lloyd of Wigan Best in third. Oh, it is Bonnie who leads the way, still in lane 3 now. The Ramsbottom swimmer. As you said, probably Betsy, who's running second in lane number 1. I say probably, it is definitely, although Maya Kawa has come back very strongly on her freestyle, but Bonnie Carruthers is going to get there first. She'll get a time of 2 minutes 40.77. Betsy Lloyd 2:41.38, and as we said, Maya Kawa 2:42.82 rounds off your top 3 there. That's confirmed. This is heat 4. In lane 2 from Bolton Metro, Georgia Cork. In 3 from City of Leicester is Emma Graham-Brown. 4 from Leyland Barracudas, Maisie Geary. 5 from City of Leicester is Chloe Morley. 6 from City of Leicester is Florence Senior. 7 from Wigan Best is Lily Tipping. And in 8 from City of Leicester is Sophie Lane. Sophie in lane 8, she's 13, she's your youngest swimmer, and your eldest swimmer in this heat is right next to her in lane 7, that's Lily Tipping, she's 17. Maisie Geary has the quickest entry time in lane 4, 2:36.96. And we go back to lane number 8 with Sophie on the outside lanes to 2:39.20. After fly though, it was Lily Tipping who led the way. Although just having a little look in the water right now, Maisie Geary of Leyland Barracudas has definitely got herself an advantage through this backstroke. Got herself a pretty decent lead as Maisie. She'll turn the wall, or touch the ball and turn onto breaststroke. Turn the wall. Oh dear. Okay, onto breaststroke anyway. 1:12.50. Second is Lily Tipping. That's at 1:15.30. And then it was Chloe Morley at 1:15.38. Still, Maisie Geary leads the way, but Lily Tipping is right with her. They're your front two at the moment. Emma Graham-Brown, City of Leicester's had a good breaststroke section. Just half a second all over. Splits Maisie Geary and Lily Tipping. As we say, don't count out Emma Graham-Brown of City of Leicester as well. 25 metres to go. Maisie Geary still leads. Lily Tipping though, trying everything she can to get back at her. As we said, Emma Graham-Brown is also having a great second half to her 200 IM. Final few metres though, Maisie Geary is going to get to the wall first. She'll get herself a time of 2:37.53. Lily Tipping gets 2:38.93. And it was Emma Graham-Brown into the wall third at 2:39.72. Final heat of this event, heat 5. So once again, we'll just run through some warm-up times for you. As I said, we are running towards the end of our event. Well, let's start off this afternoon actually with the finals. Female warm-up is at 4:30 till 5 to 5. The open males 5 to 5 till 20 past 5. Finals start at 5:30. Tomorrow morning for session 4A, warm-ups begin at 8:30 till 5 to 9. That's for the open males. 5 to 9 till 20 past 9. Is the female warm-up, and we will start racing at 9:30. And session 4B, warm-up for that will be at 12 o'clock. That will be for the open males, 12 till 12:25. The females are at 12:25 till 10 to 1, and we start racing at 1 o'clock. And the final session tomorrow, session 5, open males warm-up 4:30 till 5 to 5, females 5 to 5 till 20 past 5, and the finals will begin again at 5:30. So as I said, this is the final heat of this event. Lane 1 from Preston, Layla Lawrenson. Then we go to lane number 4 from City of Manchester's Emily Lyons. Lane 5 from Guernsey is Emma Borges. In 6 from City of Leicester is Chloe Gent. And in lane number 8 is Annie's Kirby from City of Leicester. Entry times 2:34s to 2:36. At the moment, here's Annie's Kirby of City of Leicester, who leads the way for us in lane number 8. She turns for home in 1:58.03. That is just over half a second advantage from Emma in lane 5, swimmer from Guernsey. She turned in 1:58.72. And then Emily Lyons, 1:58.85. I think for the juniors this morning, the quicker times are at 2:29. So I can't quite remember the rest, but we'll just be outside of that. We'll see what times we can get. But it is lane number 5. And that is Emma Borges, 2:33.05. Then Emily Lyons, 2:34.66. And then it was lane number 8 at 2:35.33, rounding off your top 3. And they're confirmed. Let's move on to event 214, the open male 200 metres freestyle. There are 5 heats of this event. Heat 1. It's a heat 1 of 5. In lane 3, that's Harrison Burgess of Ramsbottom. In lane 5 from Aquabers, Dylan Mears. And in 6 from Rotherham Metro is Edward Rose. Harrison and Edward, lanes 3 and 6, they're 13. Dylan in lane 5, he's 14. All 3 gentlemen entered on a time of 2 minutes 20. At the moment, there's only 2/10 of a second between your front 2. Edward Rose, 1 minute 7.53. Harrison Burgess, 1 minute 7.73. And Dylan in lane 5, he was at 1 minute 11.01. Well, Harrison Burgess got himself a good lead through that third 50 metres, 1:43.01, and round about a second and 3/4 in front of Edward Rose, 1:44.73, and then Dylan, a time of 1:49.38, as all 3 swimmers make their way back down the pool. So they probably for the final time this afternoon. As a reminder, all 3 gentlemen entered at 2 minutes 20. No, Harrison Burgess just got a time of 2:17.62. Edward Rose, 2:21.21. And Dylan from Aquabers, he'll stop the clock for us in 2:26.65. Heat number 2. That's a nice fast start for Caleb Britton in lane 1. Ted Castor in 2 from Trafford Metro. Matthew Windler 3 from Leyland Barracudas. Henry Hodgkinson In 4 from Ramsbottom is Ethan Williams. 6 from Rotherham is Ollie Maud. 7 from City of Manchester is Matthew Mackay. Entry times 2:17s, 2:18s. Well, things look pretty even as we come up to the halfway turn here. It is Ramsbottom's Ethan Williams who turned first at 1:05.26. You did have 4 swimmers all turning on a 1:05, however. Then you had a 1:06 and a 1:07. As we said, it's still Ethan who leads away. Less than a second in front of Henry Hodgkinson of Leyland Barracudas though. And he's right next to him in lane 3. And 25 metres to go. And you've got Ethan Williams. He's breathing. He's saying to his right. He's not going to be able to see Henry Hodgkinson of Leyland Barracudas, who's pretty much, he's not too far from being level with him. Under the flags they come. It comes all down to the finish, this one. And it is Henry Hodgkinson who gets there in a time of 2:16.39. Ethan Williams 2:16.62. Caleb Britton gets there in 2:17.13 to round off your top 3 of Heat 2. This is Heat 3. Ionis Pappas is in lane 1, in 2 is Georgie Temish, in 3 is Maxwell Burdett, in 4 is Archie Sharrett, 5 is Samuel Wilson, 6 is Oliver Stevens, 7 is Hayden Unwin, 8 is David Bylowski. Again, entry times a little bit spread out these ones. Middle of the pool, Archie Sharrett 2:13, outside lanes Ionis and David are both at 2:17. Oliver Stevens of Guernsey leads up after 50 metres. It was at 30.61. The first 6 swimmers were all within a second of each other though. But of course this is 200. Plenty of time for someone to take charge of this. And that looks like what David Bylowski of Northampton is trying to do here in lane number 8. Closest to the spectators. He turns in a time of 1:04.08, 0.8 of a second in front of Samuel Wilson of Ramsbottom in lane 5. He went 1:04.88, and after that it was Oliver Stevens of Guernsey at 1:05.38. At the moment, looks like it's going to come to a shootout between lanes 5 and 8. Samuel Wilson, Ramsbottom, and as I said, David Bylowski of Northampton in 8. Just a 1/10 of a second between them at the turn. And it looks like David in lane 8 might have had the better turn and underwaters. Still really, really close. Archie Sharrett of Stockport Metro is trying to get back into that front 2 race. And at the moment, it is Samuel Wilson of Ramsbottom who's holding on in the final few metres. It'll go down to the touch on the wall though. Who gets there? In the end, it is David Bylowski at 2:13.46. Samuel Wilson 2:13.73 and Archie Sharrett 2:13.80. This is Heat 4. We said this is heat 4 of 5. Lane 1 this time from Leyland Barracudas, Jamie Wheatman. In 2 from Northampton is Riley Woodward. In 3 from City of Manchester, Luke Brussels. In 4 from City of Leicester is Emerson Gupwell. In 5 from City of Leicester, Harry Lucas. In 6 from Stockport Metro is Mason Grady. 7 is City of Salford's Ollie Robinson. Mentioned them a few times already, as we said, the shop down here with all the arena swim stuff for yourselves. They're going to be here all the way through the evening into the finals as well. But as a reminder, they are not here tomorrow. So again, if you are wanting to try some of the race suits and the jammers and everything else out, you can still do that. Come along and see them. As we said, they'll measure things up for you, and you can go and have a little swim in the diving pit to see just how much you like them. But again, they're all set up down here near the diving boards. Make sure you come and say hello if you haven't already. Now Mason Grady leads the way for us at 1:34.11, just over a second in front of Harry Lucas. And then it was Riley Woodward. There we are, front 3. 15-year-old Mason from Stockport Metro, entry time of 2:10.80. I'm sure he's going to hope to go considerably underneath that in the final few metres. He will do, and he'll get himself a time of 2 minutes 6.25. Exactly a second behind him was Harry Lucas, 2:07.25, and then Ollie Robinson at 2 minutes 10.85. We are top 3 of heat 4. We move on to the final heat of this event, heat 5. In lane 1 is Benji Sutcliffe, 2 is Charlie Wilcott, 3 William Oxley, 4 Ethan Hampshire, 5 is Cormac Whiteley, 6 Jackson Crabb, 7 is Corey Owens, and 8 is Manaf Mystery. Five swimmers enter here and a 2:07. That leaves lanes 1, 7 and 8. They all enter on a 2:09. At the 100 metre split, Ethan Hampshire of Rotherham, he went round in 60.19, followed by Cormac Whiteley at 60.43. And not too far behind him was Manaf Mystery at 60.49. So Ethan Hampshire turns to hold 1:32.80, followed by Manaf Mystery, just half a second behind, and then running third, Cormac Whiteley at 1:33.61. So, final few metres, Ethan Hampshire, Rotherham Metro, is leading from Cormac Whiteley of Ramsbottom. What time are we going to get? Ethan Hampshire, 2 minutes 3.73, Cormac Whiteley, 2:05.27, and Manaf Mystery, 2 minutes 5.31. Yeah, as soon as our swimmers get out of the pool, we'll be able to move on to the final event of the afternoon. This will be event 215, the females 400 metres freestyle. There are 6 heats of this event, and we will shortly begin at heat 1. So as I said then, this is heat 1 of 6. Lane number 3 from Aquabers, Fallon Cooney, and in lane number 5 from Northampton is Eliza Humphrey. Well, keep an eye on the times you get, but entry times from Eliza Humphrey was at 5:31.04. Fallon Cooney was at 5:46.81. Both in different classifications. Fallon's an S10 with Eliza at an S11. So at the halfway turn, Eliza Humphrey turns. She turned at 2:47.92. With Fallon Cooney just over 3 seconds behind, 2:51.10. As soon as I said that, Leaves us with 100 metres to go for Eliza Humphrey. She turned out at 4:17.43 with Fallon at 4:23.20. As I said, entry time for Fallon was 5:56. No, hang on, we'll start again. 5:46.81 with Eliza Humphrey at 5:31.04. All right, as we can see, have a little look at the times as they come up there. Eliza Humphrey, 5:44.58. Fallon Cooney just makes her way in, and she'll stop the clock at 5:53.08. Move on to Heat 2. Heat 2. In Heat 2, lane 1 from Rotherham Metro is Olivia Heathfield. In lane 2 from Rotherham Metro is Olivia Thorpe. In 3 from Guernsey is Chloe Sarr. In 4 from City of Leicester is Emma Graham-Brown. 5 from City of Leicester, Abigail Goenka. In 6 from Wigan Best is Sophie Willits. And in 7 from Leyland Barracudas is Neve Corrigan. So Neve is your youngest swimmer. She's 13. And our swimmers in lanes 3 and 4, they are 16. Entry times from 5:02s to 5 minutes 6. Well, after 100 metres, Olivia Thorpe leads away, 1:12.09. And then after that, you had lanes 1 and 4, and they both touched the wall at exactly the same time after 100 metres. That was at 1:12.12, so just 3 100ths behind Olivia Thorpe. But as we said, there is still plenty of time. In heat number 2, just as a reminder, making sure that you are checking those final lists as each event has gone by, and you've made sure to follow procedure. If your name's on there and for whatever reason you decided not to swim the final, maybe you've got a busy day tomorrow, whatever it is, if you are withdrawing, make sure you get that information in so we get the opportunity to give the reserves a swim if they would like to do so. So at the moment it is Emma Graham-Brown who leads 2:29.24, half a second behind was Sophie Willits at 2:29.73, and then Olivia Thorpe at 2 minutes 30.59. Olivia Heathfield turned on at 2:30 as well, 2:30.73. So the two Rotherham teammates up at the top of the pool in lanes 1 and 2. They're having a little battle. As you can see at home, just still out in front is lane 4. That is Emma Graham-Brown of City of Leicester. And Sophie Willits, Wigan Best, isn't too far behind at all. Just over half a second. 0.68 of a second to be precise. So Emma Graham-Brown's entry time was 5 minutes, 0.90. Sophie Willits was at 5:04.20. And our two swimmers, the two Olivias from Rotherham. Olivia Heathfield in lane 1 was at 5:10.18, and Olivia Thorpe in lane 2 was at 5 minutes 4.47. They are your front 4 swimmers at the 300 metre mark. Sophie Willits cut the lead down now to, or did at the turn, just around about 1/10 of a second, just over that. Still, 4 swimmers can easily get to the wall first in this one. I think Emma, Sophie pretty much going to turn exactly the same time here. And it is Emma with a 1/4 of a second advantage over Sophie, lanes 4 and 6 respectively. Chloe Sarah Guernsey's trying to get back into the action as well in lane number 3. Actually, it's been quite a couple of the Guernsey swimmers and they've finished off their heats, especially in the longer distances really quickly. And Chloe Sarah of Guernsey again is doing that. She certainly moved through into 3rd. As we get into the wall though, who gets her? It is Sophie Willits in 5 minutes 3.73. Olivia Heathfield 5:03.92. And Chloe Sarr 5 minutes 4.02. Heat 3. So in Heat 3, lane 1 from the City of Leicester, Xavier Steens. In 2 from Northampton, Holly Hale. In 3 from Wirral Metro is Ellie Jackson. 4 from Wigan Best is Poppy Johnson. 5 from City of Manchester, Melina Grace Comerford. In 6 from City of Leicester is Nicola Mikalska. In 7 from City of Salford is Ruby Whiteside. And 8 from Leyland Barracudas, Caitlin Scaife. Poppy Johnson's entry time 4:53. Because she's in lane 4, she's our youngest swimmer at 13. Eldest swimmers 16, they're in lanes 2 and 8 respectively. And outside lanes around about 4:58. $100-metre turn, Ruby Whiteside. City of Salford leads the way for us, 1 minute 8.96. 3/4 of a second in front of Caitlin Scaife of Leyland Barracudas, 1:09.74. And then it was Nicola in lane 6. She went round in a 1:10.01. Look at that at home, the wafty arms, I like to call that. No idea what I'm on about, but there's at least 2 ladies wafting their arms, telling the swimmers to try their best and hurry up. And it's bang on that live stream at home. Not faulting it, absolutely love it. So halfway through, still Ruby leads the way for us. 2:23.82, pretty much exactly the same distance or time in front of second place. That's now Melina Grace Comerford. She turned around in 2:24.54. Nicola still running third. City of Leicester swimmer in lane 6, 2:25.11. Well, through that 50 metres, Melina Grace has moved through into her first position. In heat 3, she's got herself a quarter of a second advantage at the turn from Ruby Whiteside of Salford. Still Nicola running third at 3 minutes 2.53. "100 metres to go, and heat 3 has been back and forth. Yeah, there's Ruby Whiteside back in front, 3:39.77, 6/10 of a second in front of Melina Grace Comerford. The only sure thing is Nicola from City of Leicester is still running third. But has that been a ploy? Is Nicola going to make her way through to the front of heat 3? That is the question. At the moment, Ruby Whiteside of City of Salford, he's trying to hold her off. But Nicola Mikalska and Ruby Whiteside pretty much turn at the same time. Just under, well actually it was 8/100ths of a second was Ruby Whiteside in front of Nicola. Final 25 metres. Will City of Leicester or City of Salford get to the wall first? Is it Nicola in 6 or Ruby in 7? At the moment, it looks like Nicola's just going to get away from it, but Ruby finds a little bit of energy as they get under the flags. Who gets there first? It is Nicola in a time of 4:53.40. 1/10 of a second behind was Ruby Whiteside, 4:53.50. Melina Grace Comerford got herself a time of 4:55.49. This is heat 4. So heat 4 of 6. Up there in lane 1 all by herself is City of Leicester's Chloe Morley. We then move to lane 4 for Bolton Metro. That's Evie Breeze. 5 from Tadcaster, Caitlin Allers. 6 from Leyland Barracudas is Maisie Geary. 7 from City of Leicester, Florence Senior. And in 8 from City of Salford is Emily Rowe. Chloe is our youngest swimmer in lane 1. She's 13. And your eldest swimmers are 16. That's Evie and Caitlin in lanes 4 and 5. On paper, entries are close, 4 minutes 50 in the middle of the pool to 4:52 in the outside lanes, so nothing to split them. Well, a couple of seconds, but you know what I mean. At the moment, Evie Breeze leads the way, over a body length lead, as we come up to the first 100 turn. And she'll go round in 1 minute 7.26, just over 2 seconds in front of Caitlin in lane 5. At 1:09.58, and then Emily Rowe, City of Salford swimmer in lane number 8, running third at 1:09.63. I said at the moment it is still as you were as we come in. As I said, 200 metre turn this time. Evie Breeze still leads the way for us, 2:21.92. It is then Emily Rowe and Caitlin Allers still are your top three. Well, with 100 metres to go, Emily Rowe of City of Salford has moved through into first position, just under half a second in front of Evie Breeze. Caitlin still running third in lane number 5 from Tadcaster. Emily Rowe's entry time was 4:52.90. Let's have a look at Evie Breeze. Well, she was at 4 minutes 50.90. And as they turn for Hull, it is Emily Rowe, 4:14.72, 4/10 of a second or thereabouts in front of Evie Breeze. Under the flags they come, these two have battled it out all the way through. And it will be Emily Rowe who gets her first, 4:51.23. Evie Breeze, 4:51.50. And Caitlin Allers of Tadcaster is third in 4:56.54. This is Heat 5. This is Heat 5 of 6, lane 1, City of Manchester's Kirby Sullivan. In 2, her teammate Olivia Ryan. In 3, from Northampton is Orna Lett. In 4, from Wirral Metro is Harper Aspinall. Also from Wirral Metro in 5, Hermione Coakley-Hines. 6, from City of Manchester is Chloe Hopkinson. And 8, in lane 8, from Leyland Barracudas is Megan Doherty. And Harper Aspinall, 4:46.50 on the entry times. Go to the outside lanes at 4 minutes 50. So it said, got around about 100 metres left for our heat leaders, and at the moment that is on the left of Northampton, 3 minutes 30.88. Megan Doherty was next at 3:31.05, and Harper Aspinall of Wirral Metro was running third at 3:35.27. So again, another nice close heat we got there. And for Orna Lett, Northampton leads 3/4 of a second in front of Megan in lane number 8. As they turn, Leyland Barracuda swimmer trying everything she can to get back at the Northampton swimmer over in lane 3. Last 5 metres then, it looks, well, I was going to say it looks like Orna Lett's going to get there, but Megan gets to the wall first with a fast finish, 4 minutes 40 seconds, .77. Orna Lett 4:40.88. And rounding off your top 3 was Wirral Metro's Harper Aspinall, 4:48.25. This, the final heat of the day, this is heat 6. So we said then, this is the last heat of the day. Of course, got our finals coming a little later, but this is heat 6 of 6, and lane number 1 from Northampton, Maddie Walden. In 2 from the Warriors of Warrington, Alana Donlan. In 3 from City of Salford, Amelia Atkinson. In 4 from Satellite is Zara Cole. 5 from Trafford Metro is Leisham Wu. In 6 from the Lingus Club is Lucy O'Keefe. In 7 from Wirral Metro is Ava Halliwell, and 8 also from Wirral Metro is Isabel Taylor. Couple of 14-year-olds, they're in lanes 2 and 7, and our eldest swimmers are 17, they're in lanes 4 and 8. Middle of the pool, we've got 3 swimmers, lanes 3, 4 and 5, entry times are 4:42, and then the outside lanes are at 4:46. Only 0.2 of a second split the top 3 of the 150 metre turn. So at the halfway turn, it's still just half a second splitting your top 3 swimmers. I'm saying that was Lucy O'Keefe, Amelia Atkinson and Leisham Wu from Lingus Club, City of Salford and Trafford Metro respectively. Just having a little look at the pool or the stream at home. As I said, you can still see Lucy O'Keefe. She leads the blue hat, lane 6 from Leisham Wu, Trafford Metro, right next to her in 5. Let's see the silver hat. It shows you there, as we said at the stream, you can see those two swimmers. There's still Amelia Atkinson, City of Salford, who is in 3rd place in lane 3. I said the yellow hat and red writing of City of Salford. Okay, here we go. Leisham Wu has moved through into 1st position with 50 metres to go. 4 minutes 4.73. Gave her 0.8 of a second advantage over Lucy O'Keefe of the Lingus Club. There your front two. Amelia Atkinson of City of Salford is still running 3rd. Final 15 metres. I say Leisham Wu, Trafford Metro, entry time was 4:42. And she finishes in a time of 4:38.95. Lucy O'Keefe was at 4 minutes 40.06. Amelia Atkinson, 4:42 exactly. And that brings to the close session 2B. As always, well done to all of our swimmers. Hope you have achieved the times you came for. And again, hopefully, I might see a few of you later on in the finals. To all of our officials, thank you very much. You may now leave poolside. Not that you needed me to tell you, you was already going. But thank you as always for your efforts, it's much appreciated. As we said, warm-ups begin for the finals at 4:30. So that gives us around about 25 minutes. Warm-ups will begin.